Hey everybody, I'm Dr. Marcella Wilson, your lifestyle tech expert, and thanks for watching The Doctor Is In. And today we're going to be discussing Halloween safety for kids. Okay, so we know Halloween is coming up, and a lot of parents are worried about keeping their children safe, whether from accidents while they're out in the streets, from child predators, the candy they eat, they don't want it to have razors in the apples or things like that. So let's talk about ways parents can keep their kids safe while they're out trick-or-treating. Now, I'm a parent myself, so this is something that I am concerned about, and other parents come to me and say, what can they do to help? Well, I'm going to give you 3 things, okay? And I want you to remember the word GAP. G-A-P. G stands for GPS devices, A stands for apps, and P stands for plans, okay? GAPs. So G, GPS devices. It is so cool now because there are so many GPS devices a parent can get and just clip it onto their kid, onto their backpack, onto their trick-or-treat bag, and it tracks them in their neighborhood as they go about trick-or-treating. A really popular one is the Amber Alert device. That is a little bit pricey because you have to pay for the device and then you have to pay for a plan, but this is your child's life. It's priceless, right? So there are lots of GPS devices out there that can track your child's location as they're trick-or-treating throughout the neighborhood. Another one is apps. There are lots of apps that do different things. Some are, GPS tracking. Others can locate sex offenders in your area. You can simply download an app, type in your zip code or your address, and it will pop up all the sex offenders in your neighborhood so that you can see where your child shouldn't be going. And that's A for apps. Now let's look at P for plans, and I'm talking about family locator plans. These are great. These are through your cell phones. What it does is every person in the family can be located on this app. So say you set up one for your child, and you can set boundaries for the locations. So if your child goes outside of that boundary, then you'll get a text message saying, hey, he's over their friend's house and they're not supposed to be there. So those are 3 things that you can look into: GPS devices, apps, and family locator plans. GAP. Those 3 things can help keep your child safe during this Halloween. What's my #1 safety rule? Because you know what? I'm going to be honest. I haven't had anybody knock on my door in years. I think everybody's going to the mall. If you have teens, they might think that's corny, like they'd rather go to a party or something. But hey, go to the mall. Go to a party sponsored by your school or your church or your social organization. I think those are probably the safest route. Lots of accidents happen on Halloween with children getting hit by cars and things like that. Stay safe and just use those high-tech devices that I mentioned if you're going to be out and about on Halloween. So like I said, I'm Dr. Marcella Wilson. If you got a question for me, hit me up on marcella@marcellawilson.com. You can ask me a question. Hit me up on my Twitter @marcellawilson.com. And I'll see you next time. Stay safe and take care. Bye.